How you doing, YouTube? Hillbilly Rideshare Driver coming at you. Hope you can hear me all right. I had another trip another cancellation fee last night that did not get paid for. About 5 till 2, I got a ping. There's a no-show rider again, and I called about 3 a.m. or so. Well, it was after 3. I called Uber, spoke with a lady, said she would add it to my trips, and it didn't show up. So I got up today, Saturday, still not there. Called another guy, called Uber, explained the situation. He promised it would be added, and told me to give it a bit. And I have. It's been a couple hours, and it still isn't added. The ride happened about 5 minutes till 2 a.m. The reason that Uber, the lady gave me that it didn't show up was because the rider continued to request a ride, and it went to another driver. I'm not sure if that's true. I don't believe that once a driver cancels a ride that the requests continue to paying out. If at least that doesn't make any sense to me. If someone were to, let's say they were at a bar and they pinged out an Uber ride, and they were drunk, and someone decided to give them a ride home. By the time the Uber driver got there and they didn't cancel the ride, then it would continue to request rides all night long. I don't think that's the case. It doesn't make any sense to me if it is. But of course, the cancellation percentage, the cancellation counted on my percentage immediately. So I have 2 phone calls in. As you can see, I started my night right here with this $100.28 ride at 6:41, and continued till about 2:41 was my last ride request, and dropped them off shortly after 3. And shortly after that I called. Here's my call log. I called at 3:18 a.m. And then I called at 12:12 today p.m. It's now 2:23. Still no credit. I'm not sure. This happened to me. Well, let's look back. It happened to me on February 25th as well. That was the other time it happened, and they immediately corrected. It took them a few minutes, probably about 15 minutes or so, and it showed up on my trips immediately. I've logged out and logged back in, and it still isn't. It's still in there. So I don't know what's going on with this, but I suspect that if they can do this with a cancellation fee, I am certain they could do it with trips, that your trip could go to another driver. What might have happened, even though I still kind of doubt it, because when it starts getting late in that area, if there's a bunch of drivers, sometimes I'll call it a night. Let them take it, because there isn't a ton of calls. It isn't an extremely busy area. That area. I mean, there's enough for one driver, but not enough for more than 2 drivers for sure. And it really was kind of a crap night to begin with. If it wasn't for that $100 ride, I would have made $47. But anyway, I didn't see anybody on the map after 11 o'clock or so. There was no other cars I saw on the map at all last night. I trying to keep track of that. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily accurate, the map wise, but it usually is. It seems to be. But just something stinks. If that's true, if there was another rider, my guess is that possibly the other rider, or I'm sorry, the other driver picked up the wrong passenger and started the trip perhaps with the wrong passenger, and that kind of screwed things up, and my cancellation fees hanging out there in limbo, or went to the other driver instead of the trip. I don't know. That might explain it, but I really don't think there was another driver involved in this situation. I kind of get the feeling that it was just was an excuse, and I'm not sure why they aren't crediting my account. It's obvious, it's documented. I've called twice. It's been a couple hours. I don't think it's going to change, but I'll give it a little while and probably call them back, and I'll keep calling them. And it isn't the $5 cancellation fee, which it isn't that. It isn't the $5. It's the fact that if they can do that to cancellation fees, they can do that to entire trips. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Hope the audio is okay. It's my phone. I know I keep walking in and out of focus. But I guess that's about it. That's about what I had to say, and I really appreciate it. If you'd give me a like, share, subscribe, means a lot. Just starting out, just getting the YouTube channel up and running. But anyway, y'all have a good one. We will catch you later.